Wasn't sure if I was going to make this video or not. I saw Upchurch's video. It's been almost a day now that came out. Is entitled Ryan Upchurch's last video or Upchurch's last video. And when I watched it, I felt so bad. I wasn't sure what to think of it at first, so I wanted to just stew on it for a while. I didn't know if I wanted to make a video or not, but I decided that Ryan Upchurch has shared so much with his fans, which I consider myself part of Creek Squad. I'm not claiming to be some day one or anything. I mean, I first discovered Upchurch in 2019, so it's not been that long. But then through the pandemic, I really just dived into his music. And I mean, right now, with his last two albums, Mud to Gold, and then, of course, People's Champ, if you were to ask me right now, and me, if you're brand new to this channel or don't know who I am, I'm nobody, but I'm a big hip hop head though. Like, that's why I do these videos, simply because I love rap music, I love hip hop, and I'm an old school guy that's getting drawn back into this newer underground scene. And so, of course, I've been exposed to Upchurch and McDonald and Calhoun and Burden and Mises and all these others. But if you were to ask me now, who's your favorite rapper, Jared, that you're listening to? Like, who's your guy right now? It's without a doubt, it's Ryan Upchurch. Like, especially his last album, People's Champ, I've listened to it more than I've listened to anything in years. Like, I'm playing that album like I used to play shit from Biggie and Pac and all the old fucking real, I'm not going to sit here and just name check, but you catch my drift, right? And so I just felt like talking about his video and what he shared with us, because Ryan Upchurch is so different from all these other independent artists. I mean, most of them all share a little bit of their life, but Ryan really just opens it up. And he's real open about where he lives. He's from Cheatham County, and he's proud of that, and he's proud of staying there. And so part of the downside that comes with that is, of course, I imagine he's really easy to find. And I'm not going to play, like, this is kind of a reaction to his video, but I'm not going to play his video on here. You should go watch it yourself. It's just my thoughts on it. And it basically boils down to, Ryan says he's quitting social media and the internet for the foreseeable future, maybe forever, but he'll still keep releasing music. But about all that we're going to see as fans is his music and whatever else he might decide to share in the future, which probably isn't going to be much. And he explains in about a 15-minute video why. And it all boils down to, really, it's because he has decided to be such an open book and to share so much with his fans and connect with us all in ways that other artists don't. And it's fucking backfired on him now because of shitty fans, fake fans, crazy people, and people that just can't appreciate the privacy of another human being. I mean, and I'm going to get a little mad here, and it's not at like my fellow Creek Squad members, is that all these people that went and fucked it up, because that's what happened. A bunch of assholes went out and fucked up this whole experience for Ryan more so, but then for all of us fans as well. And I first noticed it. I'm not really that surprised, honestly. I noticed this when People's Champ dropped. And I have a video about the Boozy YZ remix. And the video is about how I couldn't believe the fucking comments on that song, and how people that were supposed to be Upchurch's fans were just crapping all over him, all over his association with Boozy, all over just the whole thing, tossing out some of the worst words in our society. And it wound up, Jesus, that was on a song he didn't even have to release. That wasn't released as an official single. Because Ryan Upchurch is cool, he releases all of his music, the audio tracks, on YouTube. So you don't have to go buy it if you can't afford it, is what I've been told. So that was just music for people who can't afford to go buy his stuff. And it resulted in every other song on that album that was released that way, all the comments are turned off. And that song, the comments were so vile from his supposed fan base, and others too. There was other people not, but a lot of them were like, I've been your fan since day one. I know your mama type of comments. It wound up with that song has an over 18 rating to listen to the audio of a rap song that has no cursing in it and nothing controversial whatsoever. And it's only because the comments are so vile. And I think that this played a part, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know Ryan. He subscribes to this channel, but that's not that big a deal. He subscribes to all kinds of reactors channels, right? And I'm just making a guess here, but I think it's a fairly informed guess that if you watched his Instagram at the times leading up to the release of People's Champ, he was really excited about that Boozy song. It was a big deal. And maybe a lot of fellow Creek Squad members who maybe aren't into rap music as a whole, but they're into Ryan Upchurch, may not just realize that Boozy's a big deal in the rap world. And any independent rapper like Upchurch would be so, especially a Southern dude, be so excited. You could tell he was excited. He was leaking audio. He was talking about it. And I don't know if a video or a release of that was ever planned, but I just feel like that his reaction, the reaction by fans on that song, it was just atrocious. And I think that had to play a part because it should have been like a crowning moment for Ryan. And instead it was just this thing where most of the people just seemed to shit all over it. Really upset me. I mean, I made a whole video because it upset me so much. And then you got idiots like this Johnny Gobble dude who subscribes to my channel for some insane reason. Like, I'm not your fan, dude. I think you're part of the fucking problem here, honestly. And Ryan talked about how people just won't leave him the fuck alone. Like, it's one thing to be cool and take photos with fans and be accessible. It's another thing to be out driving with your girl in the middle of nowhere in Tennessee and have some idiots behind you, like following you where you're going, flicking lights, trying to get you to pull over. He said people showed up at his house, like a family brought their kids, showed up at his house, and then lets them out, and he can hear them say, "All right, go get him, guys." Like, this is crazy, man. And what really sealed it for me, and why honestly I feel sad as a fan a little bit that he's leaving this whole kind of thing behind, because I don't think he's going to come back to this stuff. But I mean, what do I know? I lost my train of thought. Well, it bums me out, okay, that we'll be deprived of a lot of the inner workings of Upchurch's life that he made and shared with us all. But I'm happy because, and I'm going to show you why in a second, he clearly needs this break. This man he's not doing well, and I'm going to show you what I mean before I expound on that. I mean, if you couldn't tell by his words, here, bear with me here. We're going to go over here real quick. We'll make this, I'll make sure this is popping up for you. Let me see. Yeah, all right, let's make this big screen. This is his video, Upchurch's last video. See, it came out yesterday. And I'm going to make this full screen. You see right here, like, you should be able to see my mouse, but if you can't, look at the bags under this man's eyes. You see that? Those are new for Ryan Upchurch. And let me tell you, and you can tell by the overall expression just on his face right there, the look in the man's eyes, but specifically what's going on underneath it. And see, I know that look, man. Look, you know how I know what those bags mean? Look, you see that? That ain't old age, man. That's stress. My life outside of YouTube is extremely stressful. That's why I make these videos. Like, so I get it. This and what Ryan is got going on under his eyes is the result of extreme stress and sleepless nights. And that's all that's related to. So the man needs a break, and I'm glad he's going to take it. And yeah, it's a bit of a bummer that we're going to miss out maybe on some of these insights into his life, but all those old videos will still be on YouTube, I'm sure. And if you're a fan like I am, like, I feel like I know the dude, you know what I mean? And I'm happy he's taking this, because that's not bullshit. You can watch that video and tell by the look on his face and these, he needs a break, and he deserves a break. He is at a spot, and musically, in my opinion, at least as far as the rap goes, I really can't speak to about his country music. He is at a spot just very, very high. He's at the highest point of his talent that I've ever seen, that I've heard, and I've listened to all of his rap songs, at least, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I've missed a couple, but good for Ryan for taking the break. I doubt you're going to see this, and you deserve the break. You shouldn't come back, dude. The internet's a shithole. Aside from this channel is one of the only joys I have on this. You know, I really like making these videos, but I'm small, dude. I got 5,500 subscribers. You know, I'm just having fun here and trying to have a little community action where we can talk about things like this in the hip hop world. And anyways, those are my thoughts. Ryan deserves a break. Fuck all you people that drove him to this. And if any of you are hating on him for this, fuck you too. Man, it's all of your people's fault that we're in this situation, and he's in this situation anyway. So the man deserves to enjoy his life and have some peace of mind and to get rid of those. So if on any offhand chance, Ryan, you happen to be watching this video as a subscriber to this channel, my little channel, thank you for the music. You're a fucking pimp in the rap world. And I'm really looking forward to you feeling better and releasing more of your art along the way. Peace, everybody. I'll see you on the next video, okay? Love you, Creek Squad.